What music are you listening to?
Oh, I love rap.
That got you excited. Who you feeling? Who you feeling right now?
I'm like, I always got to stand by Rick Ross. I'm from South Florida.
305 in my
Rick Ross is always consistent, and he's a real lyricist.
Yeah, he's like a waffle from Roscoe's.
Yeah, he what?
He's like a waffle from Roscoe's.
What's that?
It's never changing. You know what you're getting. You know it's gonna be like it's gonna be consistent. Yeah, kind of like an R. Kelly album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I like people that just speak to motivation, like Big Sean. It's a verse in the song called "Thank You." He said, "Heaven on earth is getting everything that you prayed for." And I was like, "Wow, that's what it really is, huh?" I want so much more out of life, but sometimes I just gotta sit back and be like, God is good.
You, man, I would have loved to listen to you talk, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talk about what?
I don't give a fuck. Like, I just think your brain needs to be heard.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I'm dead. You should come on here anytime you want. Just beam in anytime you want. I'm bored tonight. Let me just see.
I ain't never that bored.
Dude, you just dropped. I know. You just dropped 3 or 4 gems in here that I'm gonna go back and watch and rewrite. You know what I mean? And no, I'm dead ass. You know, how's Ace Hood? You like Ace Hood? He from your city?
Yeah, he's all right. I never really kind of popped off in it.
You're a Drake guy. That's his second or third home.
Yeah, I like Drake when Drake stick to what I know, which is how he came in the game. Which is rap, like that motivational rap, that kind of like neo soul rap. I don't like when Drake want to be Jamaican or Drake want to be pop and Drake want to be. I'm like, Drake doesn't have an identity, bro. Pick an identity. Pick a side.
You're right.
He got a groupie style of music. Like, he just jumping on whatever track. Like, I always tell people, that's the reason why I felt like Chris Brown will never be Michael Jackson legendary status, because he always jumps on trendy. When Chris Brown first came out, he was going in the right direction to actually have music that is beautiful. One thing about Michael Jackson, he has music that will transcend time. In another 50 years or 100 years, people will see, I want to love you. Have you ever played that music and watched the baby just dance to it? They feel it in their spirit. But these hoes ain't loyal. Come on now, we all knew that, but
you're right.
I'm a hoe. Why was I gonna be loyal to you, son?
Yeah. Your mind is appreciated, Lonnie.
Just $50 and some steak.
Your mind is appreciated from Lonnie.
Oh, thank you, Lonnie.
And you got an instant fan from 8.
Thanks, 8.
Oh, Sunline, they coming in here 5 on that. LOL.
Give me that money. He ain't gonna do nothing, but it's okay.
Box fans gave you. Who do you think? I mean, we detracted a little bit. Who do you think killed Malcolm?
Damn.
Yeah, she from the NOI. Did you see the 6-part series?
Nah, I couldn't. I watched a little bit and go to sleep on it. Because but I really hope it was the CIA. I really hope it didn't happen within. But
if you get a chance, watch episode 5 and 6. Don't worry about 1 through 4.
Okay, just skip the other ones, because
no, they're great. They're great, but but in terms of you having a higher desire to know what could possibly be the truth. Who you
think did it? That's that Coke.
The NOI in Newark. You know what I mean? And I was on the phone. Oh, check this out. Check how beautiful this is. I interviewed Muhammad Ali's wife, Khalila Ali. You know her. She's from your area. I'm not sure if you know her, but she lives in Florida now.
Okay.
And
everybody in the state that got millions of people believe it.
Yeah, we was on the phone for 3
hours. She in the whole state of Florida. You know it. You up here by Pensacola, but you down
here. Yeah, right next to Alabama. You know, right there. And she said, Malcolm. Now, let me frame this for you. You obviously know I just said she's Muhammad Ali's wife. Had kids with him, and she was raised by Elijah Muhammad. She said Elijah Muhammad taught her how to make a bean pie. And she said Malcolm X is the greatest Muslim man ever. That's what she said.
Oh, I thought you had some more juicy gossip.
Oh, no. Oh, but the juicy part is like she actually knew about Elijah Muhammad and all the women and stuff like that. Yeah.
So what was it the thing? He was just messing with several women? What was it?
Well, I didn't ask her about the age of the women. But she said, oh, he's a man, you know, like men are going to make mistakes. Like Elijah Muhammad was just a man. And she said, I saw the woman. I saw, you know what I mean? Like,
but that was another thing too. I think Malcolm X was trying to expose that, and he was trying to, and I don't feel like that was his place.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because see, here's the thing that people don't know about human nature, right? Mm-hmm. So back when we were in Africa, right, it's natural for men to hunt, right? Mm-hmm. So when a man hunts, back in the day, he would leave his wife for maybe a week, and they would go out and they would hunt. Mm-hmm. And they would hunt for food and bring food back, right, to the village, or whatever. And nowadays is men, because food and everything is so accessible for us, men no longer hunt, right? So what do they hunt for now? Women, right? Because they need something to hunt. It's innate in you guys to be hunters. So if you're not hunting food, like if y'all start catching y'all own food and doing all that shit every week, you wouldn't have time to chase bitches. You'd be tired because you was out there chasing wild boar.
Wild boar.
Mm-hmm. But because you're not out there chasing wild boar, you're bored. Mm-hmm. And your hunting instincts is like, hey, call that bitch Keisha. She'll give you some head. Because you need something to get you there. And that's the problem. Some of y'all need to go hunt deer. So your ass can come home and be excited to see me again because you've been out there because you're musty. And you're hungry.
Right.
And you've been running, trying to focus and shoot one little thing that you ain't been able to catch for 2 days. Now the third day you done caught it, so you can bring your ass on home. Then your ass won't be so bored and be with all these women. That's the problem.
You're right. Donald, 65-year-old G, said Fred kind of thinks Farrakhan did it. I think he knows who did it. That's what I believe. I think Farrakhan.
I'm surprised.
See, I got mixed.
He knew who did it. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I got mixed emotions as it relates to like the NOI, because I'm waiting on them to say like, what now? We here. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I was a kid, because I was raised in Harlem and I was raised in South Central LA. So in Harlem, like it's like a rite of passage to know the NOI's history, right? Especially on Lenox Avenue, and here in LA. Because I grew up on 91st in Vermont, and then I moved down to Florence. But the mosque is on 89th in Vermont, 87th in Vermont, somewhere in there. So every day when I walked, I saw men with bow ties and suits on, and I'm just waiting on them to say fuck it. Like what's happening now, I think that the plan should already been in place by them to enact. Similar.
I think it's not though.
Say it again. Say it again. No, say it again.
I think it's not, because I noticed that when I go to the Nation of Islam, it's a lot of brothers and sisters, because the Nation is big on taking people that have been through the gutter. Brothers that were out of jail, just fresh out of jail, Black women that might have been prostitutes and hoes and just in the streets and abused. They take some of the people that been through the most stuff, right? But people that been through the most stuff, been in jail, been pimped, the brain is institutionalized, right? So you don't move in a free brain. When you're not, I was never sexually abused as a child. I was never really abused. I was kind of always given freedom. Like I was always been adventurous and been able to explore things and, you know, say what I felt. If I didn't feel something, I didn't like something from my parents, I would say it. It wasn't like I hear my friends say their parents will punch them in the mouth and hit them and it's silencing you, right? Because then you grow up in life and you don't have that same courage to stand. That's why I stand on my own, is because it has a lot to do with the way I was raised. We may have moved around a lot. That was technical. But as far as like freedom of the mind and freedom to speak and not be abused and not feel like you it's something when people are sexually abused, it does something to their spirit that shrinks them in the inside. And sometimes they're not able to speak their full voice. So what you're doing is you're taking people that come from these type of, not everybody has, now I'm not speaking everybody, but from what I seen there, I seen a lot of people that had a lot of pain that they probably been carrying around for years, right? And anything in life, religion, I'm not going to say it can give you the same feeling as a game, right? Because it gives you something so strong to believe in that people are willing to die for that shit. But then what they don't understand is you have to reconstruct the mind. And I don't think that it's not properly being done correctly because people are institutionalized. Like if you talk to brothers that's been to jail, it's such a system that you have to follow to survive. And I think they're teaching people that were raised off of survival, right? I never had parents that was like, oh, you should go steal or you should do this and you should do that because we got to survive, right? I was raised off of love. And I know people that were raised off of survival where they had to just learn how to survive every single day. So their minds be different. So then when you have people that come from this type of, see what the nation needs is more people on different levels, right? In life, they need people like the Meek Mills who are now coming into, they need these people in that thing to devise a plan, right? But they don't have that. They have people who are mentally still enslaved, even though they feel like because they get in the word, they not enslaved. But in the way they grew up, it's hard to really undo 30 years of damage of you being in and out of jail, you being abused, your parents just treating you like this, you in the system, the police it's hard to undo that.